Hi, I'm Mitch Shoemaker, and today is day 86 of my doing 100 days of YouTube videos and focusing on today. So, yay, I made it to day 86. And I want to start by apologizing if you can hear the noise in the background because I can hear the TV from the neighbors and it's kind of annoying. But I'm really tired and I just really want to do my video so I can go to bed. So I'm going to put up with the noise and I hope you will too. Also, I noticed the last couple of days that I did my video that it was like all sideways and weird. So after I did my video last night, I went into my settings on my camera phone, and apparently there was some setting that got marked that said, I don't know, something about it holding the flip so it didn't, flip, so it just stayed whichever way the camera was, which I think is weird. I'm like, I don't remember going and pushing that setting. I think it must be like a new setting, an update setting, or it's just, I don't know, something. It just thought it was weird. Sorry, I'm moving around a little bit. I'm soaking my foot/ankle in some water with some salts, Epsom salts, balance, serenity thing. Little thing my mom Shoemaker gave me. Bath salts. I don't think you can see this on there, but that's okay. I was trying to give these away because I don't take baths, but they do have Epsom salt in it, and this one has Epsom salt and Serenity, the doTERRA oil, and the other one she gave me has Balance, so it's just Epsom salt and Balance. But I figure that's supposed to do Epsom salt, soak in Epsom salt, so it will help heal faster, better, sooner, whatever. So I'm attempting. I'm also been icing and all that other fun, fabulous stuff. And so I keep hoping everything will stop hurting. But very, very uncomfortable. I drove for too long tonight. I worked for too long and I got stuck in traffic, and oh my gosh, stuck in traffic and having to keep your foot on the pedal the whole time when it already hurts, not fun. So, not fun today, but I still went to work anyway, so yay. I also went to see my chiropractor today, kind of getting myself a second opinion, because I'm like all sore and swollen and bruised, and I was like, I wasn't bruised earlier this week, so I thought it was kind of weird, and I was, a little curious as to whether or not maybe I actually broke something or hairline fractured something, I don't know. And my chiropractor has an x-ray machine, so he could x-ray for me, which he didn't do, but he did some weird little thing where it does like a vibration thing, and he said that it's most likely not broken because I didn't like scream when he touched stuff, and I was like, I did flinch a few times because it did hurt a little bit, and I'm like, I have a high tolerance for pain, so it is possible, but maybe not. I don't know. But he said the same thing as the chiropractor, that it will take 6 months to a year for the ligaments and the muscles to heal. They just take a lot longer than bones, and they hurt a lot longer. But he did tell me I could get compression socks, which I need to figure out where I can find compression socks, especially ones in my size because I have tiny feet. So I can't get the adult size one. I need the child size one if they have them. He said that would help with the blood flow, and that I could do the massage my own feet and ankles and stuff, and that would help too. So as much as I could tolerate that, and then he kind of reminded me that I need to like baby it right now because it is injured, so I do need to like soak it, once or twice a day, ice, heat, back and forth kind of a thing, massage it, elevate it every, as much as possible, to allow those ligaments and things to heal a little bit faster. But he did say it was good to get up and walk around a little bit to keep using them so that, the muscles don't kind of like atrophy and do all of that. So, I mean, it's good to use them to some extent, just not to overdo it. So, like, okay. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, okay, it's always okay to listen to my body. It's okay to figure out, to get a second opinion, to kind of help me be okay with, what the treatment is. And I think part of it I did just because I know I was in a car accident several years ago, and the regular chiropractor that I see adjusted my ankle when it was like all sore and everything. It's like, oh, this pain will heal Right. But the other one that I saw didn't want to do that, and my chiropractor didn't want to do that with this one because it's like all swollen and bruised. So I was like, okay, maybe that's, but I've seen my chiropractor for years and years and years. So I trust him a little bit more, and he explained a little bit more of like the stuff, science, doctor stuff behind it, whereas the other chiropractor didn't. And not that he wasn't good, because he was. It's just, I don't know. I just had that thought last night that I really needed to do that, and I only slept for a few hours last night, this morning, and was thinking, okay. And then of course I woke up, and that's on my mind that I need to contact my chiropractor. And I don't know that it was so much for the adjustment or for him to tell me the exact same thing as the chiropractor told me about, the muscles or whatever, but I did get a massage because he has a massage therapist there. So I think it was totally worth it for the massage, because felt so nice to just lay on a table and get like the full body massage. And I was like, oh. And I actually was like, it kind of eliminated most of the pain. There was still a little bit, but most of it was gone. And I was like, oh, this feels so good. And I wish I would have come home and gone to bed after that. But I chose to go to work instead. So after about 4 hours of work or 3 hours of work, I was like, and I'm sore, and I'm hurting, and I really want to go home now. And then I spent like, I don't know, 20 minutes walking around a Walgreens looking for compression socks. And then I looked it up online, and they have them, but they don't have them in store. So they're not available in the store. You have to order them online. And I was like, oh, what am I doing walking around the store looking for something if it's not in the store? So that was kind of a little bit frustrating to me. But I was also thinking about this whole, having to baby my injuries and things. And it's just kind of, to me, it just seemed like a reminder or something else to help me to remember to take better care of myself, to be gentle with myself, to pamper myself. I'm not not at the point that I don't do things, that isn't it, but to be loving, to be kind, to be gentle, to give myself the things that I need to have a healthier body, to take care of myself, to listen to myself and to my body. So that was just kind of a nice little reminder for me, and also that it's always okay to get a second opinion on something if I don't feel comfortable with the first one, because it either is going to back up what was said or it's going to be contradicting opinion. Also, I think there's that part of me that I still haven't let go of, that wants the quick fix. Want the quick fix, the instant gratification, the overnight solution. And once again, I think that God is reminding me that there isn't one of those. There's things that I can do as far as physical therapy to help heal, but it's still going to take time, and it's going to take patience, just like everything else in life. Just like writing my books is taking way more time than I want it to. But and part of it's because I don't work on it like every single day, but it's a process, and I just have to accept that it's going to take time and be patient. And I hope, I've heard, I'm going to go with the idea or the concept that it's much more rewarding and satisfying when you have to work for something and then finally accomplish it, versus when it's just given to you, it's just handed to you. It doesn't mean as much, and it's not as fulfilling, or it's temporarily gratifying, but it doesn't last. Whereas if you worked for something or you waited for something, then you appreciate it so much more. You feel so much more satisfied, and you're like, yes, I did this, I earned this. And it makes a huge difference. So I'm looking forward to that, as far as getting my books published. A huge accomplishment there. And just like doing these videos is like huge accomplishment for me. Like getting that first 100 days of gratitude was just, oh my gosh, that was so amazing. So this is my third set of 100, and I'm on day 86. So I'm like, yay, I'm making it through. I have no idea what I'm going to do for the next 100 days after this, or if I will keep doing videos for 100 days. I kind of want to, because I think it helps me to see my progress and to progress. It gives me ideas as to what to work on with myself, and just staying in today is teaching me a lot of those things and reminding me that this is what I have to deal with today, and I can be gentle with myself. I can pamper myself, and I overdid again driving. I was out too long at work, and it wasn't like I was out long, but like 5-6 hours, and I just but I'm still rebuilding my stamina from when I was sick and had all of my energy drained. So to be working 4 to 6 hours instead of nothing at all is amazing to me right now. And I'm very grateful for that. And I'm very grateful for the inflated prices and bonuses so that I can feel like I can make enough money to pay the bills, only working, part-time hours. But it is still painful with this, so I need to get some kind of a brace or compression sock so it won't hurt quite as much. But it's also something to be grateful for, as odd as that sounds, because I would push myself because I can see how much money I'm making, and if I stay out, the more hours I put in, the more money I will make. And I would push myself past, the 4 or 5 hour mark that my body can handle right now, that I've kind of built up to or am adjusting to, because I've only been doing it for a couple of days in a row. And hopefully I'm not doing so much that I'm wearing myself out, because when I tried to, like last month, and I'd work for that much for a day or two, then I was out for like 3 or 4 days. And it was like, okay, every time I try to do something on the one day I have energy, it just drains everything. So this is kind of forcing me to have a balance, to set a boundary and say, this is my limit right now, because when the pain kicks in, it's time for me to head home, to quit work and go. So it's kind of forcing me to have that balance, to allow my body to adjust and then slowly increase, instead of jump back in like nothing ever happened and wonder why I am so tired. So it's kind of a blessing in disguise. It's not I'm grateful that I can find a blessing. I can find a positive thing about this, and things that I can learn from this, as far as being more gentle with myself, pampering myself, listening to my body, again, finding a balance, working on setting boundaries even with myself, so that I don't go to the extreme as much as I used to. I'm sure I still bounce to the extreme. That's my automatic go-to, and I haven't quite gotten rid of that as far as my automatic or default setting to the extreme. But I'm not staying there. I'm not as comfortable in the extreme as I used to be, and I feel like I have a little bit more energy, and I'm a little bit happier staying here. But even today, having gotten a few hours of sleep, I mean, I watched a little TV when I ate my breakfast this morning. I read my scriptures and meditationals. I made that appointment. I went to my appointment, came home from my appointment. Well, I went to my appointment, then I went to work. So I was out of the house for like 7 hours, 6-7 hours tonight, which is long for me. I haven't been out of the house for that long, quite a while. And then I came home, and instead of just putting my foot up right away, I made sure that I had everything. I made food, and I mean, it still hurt, but I'm like, I gotta get all this stuff, so I'm not gonna like lay down until I have it, so I can just lay down, which I did. I put my foot up, put some ice on, ate my dinner, watched some Netflix, played games on my phone, and then I'm like, and now I'm ready to go to sleep, so I need to make my video and write in my journal. But everything else is done for the day. And I didn't do a lot of anything else as far as like my writing or job hunting. Although I did get a phone call this afternoon about a job. Not sure I really want it, but it wouldn't hurt to call back and see what it's all about. But I was working, so I'm not gonna respond because I'm working. And but I checked the voicemail later, so I was like, oh, it's about a job, which is good because I'm looking for another job. Just I wanted something different than what I'm currently doing, and it's something similar to what I'm currently doing. So I need to call and get more details to decide if it's something that I want to do or not, or if that I'm willing to do or not. I don't know. But anyway, I I still wish I would have come home after that massage. It felt so good, and I was so relaxed. I probably could have like slept for hours. But I didn't, and that's also probably the only reason I made it through work today, is because I had a massage first. So it was very nice, very well worth the money that was spent on that. So anyway, and I'm going to try to get a bonus this weekend to make up for that money so that I can still pay the bills, because I didn't really have the extra money for the appointment today, but I figured it was worth it. It was worth it for my peace of mind. It was worth it to follow the impressions or promptings that I was getting that was, keeping me awake thinking about it anyway. And it was worth it to get the massage. I think that's why I needed it, was for the massage. So anyway, I did get a little pampered today with that, but I still worked today, and I still felt motivated to do some things, and I even washed a few dishes. Not a lot, seriously. It was really hard. It hurts to stand on my foot, but as long as I was cooking something on the stove, I figured I may as well wash a couple of dishes. And it probably was like 5 or 6. It wasn't like a ton, but it was something. So once again, I'm grateful that I could do that, and I'm grateful that I could do these videos, and I might actually go to bed early, maybe by midnight or before midnight. I don't know. That'll be the first in a long time. Assuming I can sleep through the noise. I probably can, because I'm tired enough it won't matter, which is awesome. But anyway, I think that's all that I have today. I think I had a lot of, realizations, epiphanies, things like that. Some other ones I had, but I think I'm just going to write those in my journal. Anyway, so that's where I'm at for today, and just grateful for today. I'm grateful to be done with today. Almost. I still have to journal, but close enough. So anyway, that's all that I have. So if you like these videos, you can hit like, subscribe, share with someone else if you think they'll like it too. And I hope you have a great day full of gratitude, and maybe do some writing.